बेटा रिया डोंट डू स्टॉप शेयरिंग, यू डू हाइड, हाइड में क्लिक करना, वहां पे हो जाएगा। प्रेस हाइड, फिर इट अगेन। You have selected the wrong option, Riya.
What, ma'am? Am I
Here,
audible?
yeah, you are audible. Press hide, hide, hide के ऊपर क्लिक कर दो।
हाँ हाँ, I know.
हाँ, good, done.
Shall I start?
F5 प्रेस करो।
हाँ, shall I start?
Yeah, start.
My book's name is Most and More by Mahatri Ara. Book review of Most and More by Mahatri Ara. My name is Riya Bosumia. My enrollment number is 02, class PC1, semester 3. Author Mahatri Ara, publication date 2011, publisher Manjul Publishing House, edition 2011. Genre of the book self-help, motivational and inspirational. Number of pages 242. Price 500 rupees. ISBN 97881832254748. The cover page of my book of the book Mahatriyara, Most and More. My views regarding the book. Most and More is highly motivational and the author shares the wisdom he has gained through his lifetime. He shows us the path of success and happiness through the simple process and methods. Every chapter is drafted so nicely through various incidents of his life, and what he wants us to learn is conveyed as an effective message at the end of the chapters. The book revolves around a man named Avyakt who teaches his friends, his children, and many people around him. In this book, the character Avyakt has powerful thoughts, simple and practical insights to acquire a beautiful attitude of life. The favorite character of the book is Avyakta, meaning manifested. Here he manifests as many avatars to empower and to design our destiny of holistic abundance. Personally, I love the book as Mahathir weaves his ideology into stories and makes it interesting. I relate to the character of the book in most of the chapters. I subconsciously believe in but don't always follow. My most favorite chapter of the book was the one where the author talks about the Taj Mahal moments. Don't just create glorious moments, celebrate them before moving on. I relate to the character of Yakta. Here, the author conveys his feelings, his experiences through his fictional character. Some of the indescribable lines from the book Most and More. When you have personality, you don't have to wear personality. To live is to live fearlessly. Nothing stops a man as fear does. Do the very thing you fear, expect to be afraid, but still do it. The question is not how, out of everything which is the best, but how to get the best out of everything. Indeed, we have been running this race without knowing where we are headed to. Take a pause, reflect, and enjoy these moments because success might be in the big things, but happiness is in the small things. Enjoy your Taj Mahal moments. I would recommend this book to every soul who is striving to lift himself or herself, in turn, lift the world. Suffering from breakthroughs, heartbreaks, hardships, battling between mind and heart, most and more is a medicine. I would rate this book 5 out of 5 as the author has put awesome choice of words and beautiful thoughts strewn in most and more. Thank you.
So good, excellent, Riya. Now, anybody else wants to give feedback or something? They are welcome. Any question? No question, no feedback. Okay, you are sharing, right? Okay. Next, who is ready? Next, sorry, whose turn not ready? Because we are going for by roll numbers. Hemangi. Yeah, by the way, anybody wants to give any feedback or question, then they are welcome. Otherwise, we can go ahead.
મેમ સ્ક્રીન
Yes.
શેર સ્ક્રીન શેર નથી થતી, હું તમને મેલ કરી દઉં તો?
Yeah, you can mail me, no problem.
ઓકે.
So you just mail me. I will download it from there and then I will share you the screen. Okay, no problem. Now, Hemangi is doing this thing. Till then,
ઓકે.
we are taking any. Hemangi, your turn will be at the end. Okay, we will take your turn at the end.
ઓકે. ઓકે.
Shyam, your turn will be at the end. Okay. Kirtan,
Okay, ma'am.
Kirtan.
Yes, ma'am. Sharing.
Okay, okay, no problem. Take your time.
Okay, so my name is Kirtan Hadwani from class PC1 third sem, and I am gonna present a book review about the novel named The Alchemist, written by Paulo Coelho. So, starting with the basic information, author's name is Paulo Coelho. Original title is O Alquimista. Country Brazil. Language is Portuguese. Genre is quest, adventure, and fantasy. Publisher Harper Torch. Publication date is 1988 and it is published in English at 1993. There are 163 pages in first edition and ISBN code is 006 for the first edition. This is a Portuguese book which has been translated into almost 80 languages. Author has sold around 190 millions of copies worldwide and is the best-selling novel. Now, starting with the novel summary, it is the story of a young guy who leaves his house in search of dream. On his way, he meets many people who knowingly or unknowingly teach him something. He meets a thief, a king, an Englishman, an alchemist, and a beautiful girl. He went to the pyramids and then realized that his treasure is in Spain. So he went back and found his treasure and finally reaches his destination. The entire book focuses on one belief only, that is, if you really want something, the whole universe conspires to help you. The book's main theme is about finding one's destiny. Now, character descriptions. First, Santiago, an adventurous shepherd who have unwavering resolve to accomplish his personal legend of finding treasure, is book's central character. The alchemist, who is 200 years old, extremely potent, inhabiting in the Al Fayoum oasis. Crystal merchant, a struggling merchant who owns a crystal shop on top of a desolate hill. He is a good hearted, devout Muslim but has crippling fear of change. An Englishman, a well educated science scholar, greedy to learn the alchemy from a factual alchemist. Melchizedek, the king of Salem, possesses magical powers and helps those pursuing their personal legends. Fatima, a gorgeous and innocent juvenile desert woman, lives in Oasis. with whom Santiago falls in love. Gypsy, and old woman living in Tarifa who interrupts dreams. The tribal chieftain of Alfayam, a strict and ruthless tribal chief who lives in luxury. A merchant who buys wool from Santiago on a yearly basis. Merchant's daughter, caravan leader, and camel driver also plays a little role and taught Santiago the life lesson. The main characters are Santiago, the alchemist, Gypsy, Melchizedek, Englishman, and Fatima. So, coming towards the favorite character. So, basically, there are not any personal favorite part or characters, but still, I am doing this. The title character, the alchemist, who else? He has the every answers regarding future and past. By his knowledge, he made Santiago understand his motive and his greatness. The 200 years old alchemist, who has the elixir of life, is can say my favorite character. Then favorite part. Uh, all the parts are connected to each other and have their own importance. So I have written some of the my favorite lines from the novel. Uh, Starting with it's the possibility of having a dream comes true makes life interesting. Then when you really want something, it's because that desire originated in the soul of universe. Be interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you will be a happy man. Don't give in to your fears, said the alchemist. If you do, you won't be able to talk to your heart. Then, who would like to read this novel and whom to recommend this novel? I would like to recommend this novel to those who are in search of their destiny and who are trying to occupy it with a positive solitude. It teaches you to turn down the negative noise in your life. Then, my personal opinion and what I would change. So, basically, what I didn't like about the book is that boy gets whatever he wishes for. Only good things happen to him in his own way. Though his money was stolen thrice and he was beaten to death once, but only those are not the obstacles you face while searching for your destination. The hundreds of years old alchemist got magical powers out of nowhere. He dreamt of treasure and became true. Does this stuff happen so easily? Feel unacceptable for me. And ratings, I would like to give 3 out of 5 because this book is more self-help than literature. It is very wise in its own way, but also there are some points which are unacceptable. Thank you.
So very good, excellent. Even I like the your presentation as well as the content that you have prepared. Anything else? Anybody wants to comment or anything else, or you want to give feedback or something? Yeah, it was good. Really, it was good. The presentation as well as you can say the preparation, the slides and the background, the theme that you have selected. It is connected with the story. Yeah, anything else? Yeah. Yeah, agree with the Kushal. I agree with the Kushal. Yes, anybody else wants to give feedback or something? If you could name this something else, what it would be? Prithvi, yes, this is Kirtan for you. Kirtan, you have to answer the question.
Basically, in this novel, the main character can't be said the alchemist is the main character as Santiago is main character. So you can write um, related to some Santiago.
Yes. So Kushal, may you asked me that ISBN number. Yeah, right now right now it is. If you are doing this thing, it will be good because if, in presentation, if you want to omit, it's fine. But in whenever you are preparing, it is good that you mention. So it doesn't look like that. It looks that you have gone through each and everything. That's not compulsory, but it good. It create good impact. Yeah. Shyam, what is this for hair, Sneha? Nehan? What you are doing? Your presentation is also going to come. Keep in mind this thing. They will take badla. Fine. Next, whose turn is there? Okay, got it. Fine. Fine. Chalo. Kunal. Okay, very good, Kirtan. Destiny far apart can be the name, right? What is Kushal? What did you ask? Are you?
Ma'am, I asked you, then also he is answering. So I was.
Yeah. Okay. I thought this question is to me. I thought, what is the question? Okay, it was to you are addressing to Shyam. Fine. Shyam is Shyam. Fine. Yeah. Next is Kunal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Share your screen.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. Visible.
So, hello guys. My name is Kunal Jalia.
Kunal, please.
Yes.
I'm just sorry for interrupting. Please press hide button. Press on hide.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
So
okay, ma'am.
yeah. You can start now.
So, today I'm going to give book review of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. My name is Kunal Jalia. I'm from 3PC1 class C batch. Uh, my book is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Author of this book is Stephen R. Covey. Publisher Simon and Skolster. Genre of this book is personal development and self-help. Publication date 1st January 2019, and it is 25th edition. Number of pages are 375. Price of this book is around 410. ISBN number is 978-147-1131820. So this is the summary of my book. What was the story? In 1989, Stephen Covey changed the world of self-improvement forever when he published his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Over 25 years later, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People remain one of the most referred book in its genre. What was the story? Covey conveys his book around the average person, personal and professional habits. This is the focus of book because it is these habits which make up your character. Everyone has habits. Some of these habits are good habits and some are bad habits. Too much of time, people are unaware of their habits. This was the story of Covey book focuses not on eliminating bad habits, but on building up good ones. For most people, good habits need to be practiced and sharpened. Many good habits must be learned and do not come naturally. They often take more conscious effort than bad habits do. Changing your habits can change not only the way you see the world, but the way the world sees you. Covey starts the book with three habits, which he grouped together under the title Private Victory. These first three habits: be proactive, begin with end in mind, put first thing first. These habits are most developing your own habits as an individual. It is important that a private victory come first because you must be able to change yourself first. Once you have learned how to effectively manage yourself, you can then become an effective manager of others. In the public victory, you can take all that you have learned and begin to apply it to your leadership. The four, the last four habits are of public victory. The basic idea is that when you are an effective individual with the ability to plan, prioritize, and pursue opportunities, you can then inspire others to do the same. These four public victories are: think win win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergy. The final habit encourages you to help every other habit grow and develop. That is, sharpen the saw. Despite the huge number of books that have been written and published since the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, it remains a book that people return to again and again because, as the key message suggests, is you must master certain basic habits before you can move on to bigger and brighter things. Opinion. Did I like this book? My answer would be yes. I found especially worthy the reading of creating a personal mission statement. It made a huge difference in my life. I operate with the end in mind every day of my life. Favorite part, this lines in this book leaves you to keep the book down and wonder about it regarding your life and what all things you have been doing wrong. Every line teaches you something new. Who should read this book? Students, especially. It's vital to any ardent student of life and living and who wants to be more effective in their career or business. Which kind of person would like to read? Who wants to self improve? Who wants to be leader? This book can is choice of that type of people. The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People is one such book that had a huge impact to shape my thinking and worldview. Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, fine, very good, very nice presentation, by the way. Uh, but what my point is that you need to your font size was too small, so that's why it is difficult to
Sorry,
read.
ma'am. Hmm.
Yeah, and I can understand because the book is about 400 pages, near around 400 pages, so it is difficult to fit everything within 10 slides. So you tried maximum to utilize all these 10 slides. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Because you 400 pages को आपने 10 slide में fit करना is difficult. Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? Anything else? Anybody wants to give feedback? Then they are welcome. Otherwise, it was good. I find it was good. Chalo, any question regarding this book or something? Otherwise, we can move ahead. Yeah, it's true. I agree with the part because there is a limitation. What happened for fictional book? It is very good to present something because for fictional we attract to the story and something storyline and characters and everything is there. But those books which you can say do not have any kind of, you can say, stories, one particular storyline theme, or you can say characters, it is very difficult to present them in a you can say particular way. Chalo next. Awad. Awad. Chalo, where is Awad? Only for attendance. Awad. He told you that he has network issue. Fine. चलो network issue कहीं से भी आ जाता है, पता नहीं चलता. Nancy,
Yes, ma'am.
are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, share your screen then.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, visible.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, definitely. You can start.
So, good morning, good afternoon, one and all present over here. Today, I am going to present a book review on the novel The Alchemist. It is by Paulo Coelho. He is the Brazilian lyricist and novelist. He is best known for his novel The Alchemist. It is the fable about following your dreams. So here is the introduction. The book title is The Alchemist. Book author is Paulo Coelho. The date published means it was originally published in 1988 and published by HarperCollins. Here the genre of the book is quest, adventure fiction and fantasy. Edition is May 1, 1993. Special features of the book is it shows the difficulty that occur when there is a clash between our goal and heart. Number of pages of first cover is 163 and after that its 25th edition contains 208 pages. Here ISBN number is 006250217 for the first edition cover. Here are the characters of the novel are Santiago, an adventurous young Andalusian shepherd determined to fulfill his personal legend, which is to find a treasure at the foot of the Egyptian pyramid. He is the book's protagonist. Here, the novel is on the Santiago and is about his dreams to to find a treasure at the foot of Egyptian pyramids. The other one is the alchemist, a 200-year-old extremely powerful alchemist residing in the El Fame oasis. He dresses in black, rides a white horse, and carries a scimitar, the philosopher's stone, and the elixir of life. He guides the Santiago to full, fulfill his dream to the way. Here are the supporting characters: Englishman, Melchizedek, Gypsy, a old woman, Fatima, a girl who loved Santiago, crystal merchant, and a camel herder. They anyway they help Santiago to fulfill his dreams to find a treasure at the pyramid. Here is the summary of the story. Santiago, a shepherd in the Andalusian region, set out on a journey to find a treasure which often comes into his dream at the night. Every night he has a dream of the pyramid, Egyptian pyramid. So one day he decided to go on a journey and to find the Egyptian pyramid. On a way, he meets a number of people who show him the path to his destiny. And at last, eventually, he makes it to his aim, only to find one more twist awaiting him in the scheme of theme before he snaps up the real treasure. But lately, he realized that the real treasure of his life is on the back of his village where he lives. So, my favorite character from The Alchemist is none other than the alchemist itself. Without him, Santiago would never understand his own personal legend because on his way, he guide him to how to find treasure of the Egyptian pyramid and what are the upcoming treasures he is going to face. But later, it all becomes clear and shows him the way. Means it shows Santiago the way. Now, the opinion of mine for this book is I like the book. Story itself is the special. The choice of words are impeccable, full of wisdom and philosophy. The story buds with optimisms. I think this book appeals to everyone because we all have dreams. So this book is on the dream of the Santiago, and we all have some kind of dreams. So everyone can read the book, and this book appeals to everyone. And nothing could change the story of the alchemist. Here are the some quotes of book, which is some number of punchlines, which makes the reader sit back and notice them. So there are first the world's greatest lie. At a certain point in our lives, we lose control of what's happening to us and our lives become controlled by fate. This means that we always want to we always lose control of what happening to our life every day, and our lives become controlled by fate because we can't do anything. Second one is the when we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Third one is the remember that wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. This quote appeals to Santiago. Uh, at last he find his treasure not in the pyramid but in the back of his life. So this appeals to that quote. So the ratings. I give the rating 3 out of 5. I highly recommend it to young readers. At its concludes direct. It solves the purpose to make reader understand having faith in destiny, which ultimately leads to achieving it. This is a quote of Paulo Coelho. People are capable at any time in their lives of doing what they dream of. So this gives us a huge, some we can say, sorry. This gives us a motive to live our lives. So thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you, Nancy Jogani. Fine. Sure. It
Yes,
was
ma'am.
good. Excellent. Now I find it was good, and it covered most of the point. Now next, anything else? Anybody want to share? Yeah, the content was good. Yeah, exactly right, Ria. Agree. And the presentation was also good. Fine. Well presented. Good, Kunal. Yeah. The good thing is that there are two students who have taken the same book, but the point is that they both presentations were different. So this is the good thing that they both have presented in a different way. So it's good. So it shows that the copy and paste has not been done. So good. This is the original work that I have seen today. Very good. Now today next was turn. There are three students. Okay, who is third one? Who is the third one? Urvashi. Okay, Urvashi, you have the same book. Fine. Let's take somebody else's turn. Then again we will take her turn. So we will see how you all three differently present the same book. Kushal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you ready? You haven't changed it. Why? You haven't got time. Don't say like that way. Yeah, the point that I told to improve. Right. Yeah, that I remember. But why you haven't changed? You haven't got time. Or you forget. Laptop error. Okay. Technical error, laptop error. Fine. Chalo, no problem. We will take anybody else turn. Fine, no problem. Chalo, you, Shyam, Himangi, we will take your turn at the end, or you can see in the next lab. Next lab, we will take your turn. So be ready. Next lab. Akanksha,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, share your screen.
Yes. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, Akanksha.
Shall I start?
Yeah, please place on hide button. Hide.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Akanksha Kshatriya, and today I'm going to give a book review about the book named Our Iceberg is Melting, which is by the two authors, Holger and the John Cotter. It is the authors of the book is Holger Ratherberg and John Cotter. It was published on 2006 and it was published by John Cotter. It is the anniversary edition. The genre is the fiction one and it consists of 176 pages. The price of the book is 329 rupees. The ISBN number of the book Our Iceberg is Melting is 97814272000242. This is the cover book of the book Our Iceberg is Melting. Here is the summary of the story. The book is a simple fable. Fable means a short story which consists of animals as a characters and it conveys the moral at the end. It is about the ever changing world. The fable is about a penguin colony in the Antarctica. The characters of the story are Fred, Alice, Louis, Buddy, the professor, and the Nono, which we can compare ourselves. The characters we can relate to even ourselves. The book Our Iceberg is Melting is based on pioneering the work that shows how 8 steps produce the change in any sort of group. So basically, these are the 8 steps of the book. These 8 steps are the heart of the book, from which we can learn how to change ourselves and adapt in the changing world. The first one is the sense of urgency. We should always keep in mind there can be a change with our environment, so we have to be aware of it. Then form a guiding team so that we can find a solution for it. Then we should define a vision and strategy for the change. We should communicate with our fellows to get the ideas, so we can overcome and adapt the change. We should empower others and achieve short term wins. Not only we should have the strategy, but we should also achieve the short terms and then to congratulate to everyone. We should have a momentum in our life. Because of momentum, we can have the ideas and we can easily adapt the change. And we should build a new culture. The character's description. Fred. He is an abnormally curious penguin. He is a level-headed with a creative streak. Alice, she is a go-getter and pragmatic, means she is very rational and impartial towards all other penguins. Louis, he is an head of the penguin in the charge of elder penguins. He has a experience and he is an ideal leader. No, no, he is the main antagonist. He always opposes the characters and spends time preaching against others' work. Buddy, he is a charismatic penguin. He always calms others when others are fighting, and he is vital to success. The professor, he is the very intelligent one in the whole group, but he always tends to ramble, and due to this he also makes mistakes sometimes, and he is a eager learner. My favorite character is Fred. Fred is unusually curious. He is very observant and creative. He is level-headed and represents those organizational actors that sees both the demerits, means the perils and possibilities at an early stage. The fable directs readers to recognize that such characters are important players in organizational change, raising awareness about potential difficulties before they apparent. The best part of the book is that the story means is the prime construction of social reality. We can by this book we can apply it in real life, which is the best part of this book. It strengthens its ability to establish coherence and casual relationships between different action and events by means of plot. The plot adds meaning to the action, and this meaning is subject to interpretation by the audience and ambiguity of organizational change. The relatable characters. Um, Honestly, I could not relate to any character, but the one thing I have learned by this book is change is the only permanent thing in this world. We need to recognize it and be part of it instead of resisting it and staying forever in the morass. We should not resist the change. We should not resist it. Actually, we should adapt it, and then we can live in this permanent changing world. Who would love to read the book and whom to recommend? Uh, I would recommend this book to those who want to be successful in the changing world, will love to read this book. I would recommend the book to my friends and to those who are in business organization and afraid to adapt the change. Ratings. I would give the ratings 3 out of 5 because this book is actually a copy of the book Who Moved My Cheese, which was published in 1998. The only difference between that book and this one is this actually gives a creative way and subtly offers real tips for persuading large groups of people. If this book was not the copy, then I would give the 4, but it's actually the whole content of that book and this one is very similar. So I have give the rating 3 out of 5. Thank you.
So good, excellent, excellent, Akanksha. Now next, yes, and I find this book is good, but as you said, it's a copy, and I do not know that it is taken from Who Moved My Cheese. Yeah, I do not know this thing. Thank you, because through this presentation, I come to know that this is the copy of this book. I can't say we can't say copy, but we can say it's a similarity. We can find similarity between these two books. Yeah, yeah, good presentation. Yes, background and theme were good. Anybody else want to give feedback? Now, forum, are you ready? Okay, you do not have laptop. Okay, we will take your turn in our next lab. Okay. Dhwani, are you ready? Yeah. Share your screen then.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. My name is Dhwani, and today I am going to present the book report of the book name You Can Win, a step-by-step tool for top achievers, which is written by author Shiv Khera. The student information, my name, my enrollment number 14, class 3PC1, division C, and semester 3rd. The general information about the book. The title is You Can Win, a step-by-step tool for top achievers. Author name is Shiv Khera. The publication date is not mentioned, so publication year is 1998. The publisher is Macmillan Publishers, India Limited 2000. Edition is revised. Genre of the book is self-help book, motivational book. Number of the pages are 250. The special features of the books are quotes, and this is the cover page of the book. ISBN 97893829515537. So this is the book review. So the book name You Can Win, a step-by-step tool for top achievers, helps you to establish new goals, to develop a new sense of purpose, and generate new ideas about yourself and your future. The book enables you to translate positive thinking into attitude, ambition, and action to give you the winning edge. This book focuses on achieving success through personal growth and a positive attitude. The stories and the quotes given in this book are much related to our practical life. The chapters in the story are motivating, inspirational, and stimulating. It describes the tools you will need for success. It also inspires the readers to become a good human being. It motivates people and take things right from your daily life and turns them into a positive thrust. This is easy to read a self-help book. There are chapters on building one's self-esteem, importance of interpersonal skills, positive habits, and goal setting. This book is motivational book which is filled with motivational stories. The author Shiv Khera goes on to illustrate every bit with an interesting and engrossing story, followed by a moral. These morals make the reader believe nothing is impossible. All stories motivated me as all the stories were so meaningful. So it's all about getting together the right recipe for success through the web of life. In all, a beautiful book with stories which can help a person rise to any situation, not just professionally but even on a personal level. The book is motivational book, and so each and every stories with examples of each chapters motivated me. There are total 8 chapters in the book. The first chapter named Importance of Attitude, which teaches us about how to build positive attitude, the benefits of a positive attitude, consequences of negative attitude, be a winner, action steps, and many other stories with examples and quotes. The chapter 2 named Success, which teaches us about what is success, the struggle, about the great failure, about the qualities that a person should have to be a successful person. You should not quit, and many other meaningful quotes. Chapter 3 named Motivation, which teaches us about the difference between inspiration and motivation, how different things motivate different people, the 4 stages from motivation to demotivation. Chapter 4 named Self Esteem teaches us about building a positive self esteem and image, some advantages of high self esteem, causes of low self esteem, building confidence, teaches about failure or success, what is discipline, and many stories and steps were explained in this chapter. The chapter 5 named Interpersonal Skills, which teaches us about the trust, steps to building a positive personality, the difference between selfishness and self interest. Truth may not always be what you want to hear. Develop a sense, humor, sacrifice, and many important points and steps to build interpersonal skills. Chapter 6 named Subconscious Mind and Habit, which teaches us about forming a good habits, forming a positive habits, what is auto suggestion and visualization. Chapter 7 named Goal Setting, which teaches us about setting and achieving your goals, about your dreams, why our goals are important, goals must be balanced, about quality, not quantity, and many other steps and examples were explained. The chapter 8 named Values and Visions, which teaches us about we should do right things in right directions, about ethics, living with a purpose, and about values and visions. The some quotes I have written over here. Ability teaches us how we do, motivation determines why we do, and attitude decides how well we do. And the famous quote of this book is winners don't do different things, they do things differently. Thoughts move logic, emotions move feelings, motivation moves us into action. If you think you can, so you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. And either way, you are right. Ability will get you success, character will keep you successful. Winners see the gain, losers see the pain. My personal opinions regarding the book will be it is really an amazing and a motivational book. It is very inspirational book as it is a self-help book. So each and every chapters, each stories with each quotes motivates the reader. Each and every part of the book was important and also favorite. We can't decide which one is the least part of the book. If someone asked me to change something or to add something in the book, so my answer will be I would not able to change or add something in the book because it is already filled with so many features that I might not had thought of that. All the things are already mentioned in the book to win, so no need of adding up or changing anything in the book. Lastly, recommendations. So I would recommend this book to my friends, to the students who can read this self-help book and get motivated. The person who is more focused towards his or her goals, who want to develop skills and etc. That kind of people would really like this book to read. So the rating from my side, it would be 5 out of 5 because as the name suggests, you can win. So definitely one can win after reading this book and can achieve their targets, their goals. So the rating will be 5 out of 5. Thank you.
So very nice presentation, excellent. Good. Now, anybody else want to share their feedback because you all prepared very well. Yeah, well explained. The theme was good. Yeah, good. Yes, Vaibhav. Yeah, you can present in the next lecture. You can present in the next lecture. Next lecture means next lab, okay? Not lecture, but lab. Next lab session you have to present. Next is Janvi. Are you ready? Yeah, share your screen then.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yeah, visible.
Okay. So, good afternoon to all of you. I am going to present the book review on the book What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shadham Streeter. So, this is my this is the student information, and specifications of the books are, so first is author's name. The author's name is Dr. Shadham Streeter. Publication date is January 1986. Publishers are Simon and Schuster Publishing. Edition is updated edition, which is released on June 20, 2017. The genre of the book is self-help. Number of pages are 258 pages. Price of the book is 249 rupees and the ISBN number is 150-117-1992. And this is the cover page of my book. Summary. The summary of the book is, in this book there is a detailed explanation about the following things: how people can gain sense of inner confidence by changing how they internally address themselves. Negative thoughts can distort a person's self-image and sense of capability. Unlike other methods for self-improvement, self-talk is more effective, and hence self-talk must be carefully constructed and delivered to be effective, as motivation only lasts if it comes from the self. Here, the author has compared the human mind with the computers, as both can be programmed through the use of repeated messages. According to author, to successfully implement positive programming, one should attempt to meet the criteria, and they are: First criteria is one must understand how new concepts are absorbed by the brain. Second is new concepts must be permanently ingrained into one's mind. This can be accomplished by repeatedly listening to and writing messages that reinforce the desired programming. Third is one must use the specific language that can communicate new beliefs about the self to the subconscious while reinforcing those concepts in the conscious mind. And hence, by following this with dedication and consistency, positive self talk can reverse any message that might prevent people from pursuing their purpose in life. The best part of the book, which I like the book, which I like in the book, is the book is a real deal. It's not about creating riches from nothing or magic spells. It also shows step by step how to take your thoughts captive, reprogram your thinking, and gain victory over the most important part of your body, that is your mind. It also teaches us exactly what sort of language to use in self talk. The list part I like in that book is that the book starts very boring, calling out on things taught in different book, why they don't work, and how to make it different. Though the point of view is different, reading the same thing over and over till 8 chapters makes it very boring. So if I could change anything in the book, then I will remove that part from the book. Recommendations. I would like to recommend this book to all, especially to those who are hard on themselves, who have low self esteem, who are underachievers, and suffering from anxiety and depression. Who would like to read the book? As the genre of the book is self help, and also it is an inspirational book on how to change and control your inner voice. The voice that is not always kind to you. I think people of all the generation would like the book. Ratings 4 on 5 because the language used in the book is very simple and the ideas are very well laid and easy to understand with relevant examples. Also, this book is written in such a way that lets you go into a self talk, and there is a chapter on ways to use self talk, a chapter of examples on self talk, and a chapter of what author would tell you if he were coaching you. But also it is very long and boring in the starting, and at many points from chapter to chapter the book felt like self speech. Thank you.
Yeah, very good, excellent, Janvi. Now, even your presentation was also very good. But by the way, you all prepared very well. Even I'm today. I'm shocked that you all prepared very well. Yeah. But at the end, I want to ask one question. You have seen many presentation up till now, right? So, do you think is according to you कि आपको ऐसी कोई लगी book कि मुझे ये read करनी है? That you got inspiration from anybody's presentation that yeah, this book you can say seems very attractive and very good that I need to read. Did you find any book? Nothing. So good, excellent. By the way, Janvi is prepared very well, and that we can see that it seems that Janvi, it seems that you have read the whole book, right? Because she told that 2 chapters she wants to remove. That's why. Fine. Next is Parth. Are you ready? Sorry, Harshit. Sorry, Harshit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, share your screen.
So the book review of The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks.
Harshit, yeah, fine.
About book author Gay Hendricks, titled The Big Leap, Conquer Your Hidden Fear and Take Life to the Next Level. Country United States, language English, genre self-help, publisher HarperCollins, publication date 21 April 2009, pages 2 to 4, and ISBN 00611735345. Summary: our lives are determined by our behaviors, the challenges we take, and the excuses we make. We all have a dream which we never got to make real because of the excuses we constantly came up with. To live a truly extraordinary life, you need to understand that no one ever promised you to or told you that life is going to be easy. The beauty of the life is in fighting for what you want and the enjoyment you get after making a significant effort. Oddly, many humans resist happiness, self imposing imaginary limits to how happy life should be. This book will tell you why and show you how you can go from being a dreamer to being a doer. My favorite quotes: first, we keep ourselves so tied up in regretting the past and the fearing the future that we don't have any energy left to figure out who we are and what we want to create right now. Second, the goal in life is not to attain some imaginary ideal, it is to find and fully use our own gifts. And third, a hex is often put on a gifted and talented people early in life. The hex causes them to feel bad when they shine especially brightly. Who would like to read this and whom to recommend? The Big Leap is a book about dreams and the fears and how beating the fears and the self-imposed limits can make all of those dreams come true. I recommend this uh, read to the people who are trying to find the direction of their lives or who are not satisfied with how life play out so far and want to transform their reality. Personal opinion and what I want to change. Like many of the personal development book, this book was too long. Hendricks could have delivered his philosophies, the scientific backing, and the supporting anecdotes in a shorter manuscript. In addition, with the fewer words and the shorter stories, there is more opportunity for the concept to have a stronger impact. The tenets of this book could also be seen as ethereal, which may be gone for some readers. The Big Leap review, I will give this rating 4 out of 5. This book is more on the motivational side, but it does hold practical exercises as well. If you are stuck on the making a big decision or are fed up with your own perspective on life, The Big Leap is good read to pick up. Thank you.
So fine, good, excellent. But the point is that Harshit, I want to share one thing is that you should go slow because your speed was too fast. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was good, but you were going too fast, too fast. So
Yes.
sometimes, yeah. So in future, even whenever you are going for presentation, keep calm, be patient, and then speak slowly. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay. This is the only feedback that I want to get. Otherwise, the rest of the things were good. Good. Very good. Yes. Superb. It was. Fine.
Ma'am,
Yes, Kushal.
can I go now?
Yeah, you can go.
Means not home, ma'am. I can present now.
Okay, you can present. Yeah, welcome.
Okay. Ma'am, am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, ma'am.
But your screen is not visible, Kushal.
Yes, ma'am. I'm now enabling it.
Ah, yeah, okay, fine. We are waiting. Don't take your time.
Is it audible now, ma'am?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
audible.
hello, my name is Kushal Katdare. I am from ITPC1,
Kushal,
third sem.
Kushal, sorry to interrupt. Please press on hide button. Hide. So it clear visibility we can see. Yeah, fine. Start.
Okay, ma'am. My name is Kushal Katdare. I am from ITPC1 class, third sem. My enrollment number is on your screen. My book name is The Third Curve by Mansoor Ali Khan. Author the Mansoor Ali Khan. Title of the book is The Third Curve: The End of the Growth as We Know It. Publication date October 7th, 2013. Publisher Mansoor Ali Khan Productions Private Limited. Genre Economics. Number of pages 233. Price is 2,999 in INR. ISBN number 978819263510. The author Mansoor Ali Khan has dealt with a very important topic that perpetual exponential growth is impossible with Earth's finite resources. Khan takes us through three phases in this discovery of oil. The first, the honeymoon period when the sky was the limited, lasted till the 1960s, followed by ecological breakdown, population explosion, forest depletion, polluted airs, rivers, soils, toxics in food and water, cancer also, and global warming. We tried to save the environment, clean our technology, and use CFC bulbs even as we raced on the path of economic growth, which was expected to resolve it all. Only it didn't. For the ecological crisis is linked to the current economic crisis, rising taxes, sharp inflation, even in most basic necessities, food, real estate, skyrocketing rises in the price of energy and its consequences of greater inequity. This is because ultimately the bedrock of economic growth rests on resources which we presume are infinite, but unfortunately are not. Prescriptions to revive the economy have failed as the basis of growth. The premise of infinite supplies of a cheap energy is false. Nor are alternative fuels the answer, as these are also dependent on byproducts of fossil fuels. The author believes the problem is that we are in denial mode. The sharpest denial, not unexpectedly, comes from those in the know: the oil industry, energy organizations, and even the media. These two passages hit in the nail on the head. The earth is not a huge, inanimate hunk of mud, rock, ores, minerals, etc., that can spew out resources at whatever rate we wish for human purpose alone. It is not to be viewed as storehouse of resources for us to extract, loot, and dispose of. The earth, in fact, is a complex organism. It is a living as each of us. The second one, a crazy and unreal concept of perpetual exponential quantitative growth, PEQG, of money leads to chasing and looting half the planet's energy and resources, disrupting ecosystems, fraying social structures, and corrupting moral integrity. I loved the basic idea of the book. The in detail description book is very helpful. However, I believe that the book is a quite long and unnecessary topics are also covered somewhere. Also, in some places, it goes out of context as well. As the book is based upon economy is related to each and every individual, so the book and its content is surely relatable to everyone, and I felt it too. If I could change something, I wish I could manage the economy and the things mentioned by the author. Who would I recommend this book? I would recommend this book to everyone interested in economics or not. It is a beautiful presentation by Mansoor Ali Khan. However, the book takes some time to hold the interest of the person. So, person willing to understand the economics a bit will read it surely. But also, the person not good with economics or can't understand economics so well, or even he is a starter, so he also can relate with this book. Coming on to reviews, I will give a positive review of 3 stars, but not full rating. Yes, book is descriptive, but it is a negative point of book too. It is a very deep concept that everyone should understand, but the author fails to do so. It is off topic somewhere, and the reader may lose interest for some time. The book is sure to generate a debate, and that will be its biggest contribution. Prerna Bindra is a conservationist and a trustee of BAG. She is former member of National Board of Wildlife. She also had debate on this book, as mentioned by Hindustan Times. Thank you for.
Yeah, very good, excellent, Kushal. That more than book, you know that what kind of debate right now is going on. Yeah, yeah, it is true. In a news, yeah, in newspaper, I've also read the same thing about this book because it's a debatable book. That's why. So yes, anything else? Anybody wants to say something? Or what we are? So remaining students like Mahir, Parth, Mahir is absent, Parth, Urvashi, Kumar Pal,
મેમ હું
Rahul.
કરી દઉં હવે મારું
Yeah, no, I right now I can okay, yeah, you do it so you don't disturb us between. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you finish your turn.
પણ મેમ મારી પીડીએફ બુકમાં લખેલું છે હો.
But you can prepare in mobile phone now.
મતલબ મેં પીડીએફ બનાવી છે.
What I'm telling is that you can prepare a PPT slides to your mobile phone because in mobile phone you can do anything.
નથી આવતું મેડમ મારે એપ્લિકેશન મેં કર્યું હતું.
I don't think so because the application in this application even Google slides are there, Google PPTs are there. Google
તો મેમ
slides.
મારું નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં રાખજો.
Yeah, definitely. We will take it. You just try it. If they don't work, then we will see. Otherwise, Google Slides are there. You can use Google Slides if it doesn't work.
હા મેમ ટ્રાય કરું છું.
Yeah. No, Kushal, your speed was good, so no need to change. You were not too fast. You were not too slow. It was fine enough. Yeah. Now next, whose turn is there? Parth, are you ready? Or you want to present in the next lab? It is your choice now because today we have taken too many presentation. If you want to present today, it's your choice. If you want to present in next lab, it is your choice.
પાર્થ નેક્સ્ટ લેબ.